So acknowledging my fear is the beginning of transforming it. And then I deny that my fear has any power over me, because love is the truth of my source, and therefore the truth of who I am. It's in the recognition of no power against God upholding fear. There is no power upholding fear. When acknowledged with the light of my understanding, that puts fear in its proper place. Just like when we turn the light on in a darkened room, where is the darkness now? It's transformed into light. So as darkness is the absence of light, fear is the absence of love, or the absence of identifying with my source, my oneness, or my spirit. I'm fearful because I think I am separate from my source. Of course, we can never really be separate. We can never really have an absence of love or be separate from our source, God, but we can believe it to be so. I can use my fear as an indicator that my thoughts about who I am and who I really am, the allness of God, are not in alignment. So who I think I am and who I really am are not in alignment. Okay, so I use my fear as an indicator that that's going on in my life. As long as I place my identity in fear, and I'm coming from fear, I am subject to suffering. Okay, causes that pull within me. When I connect my identity to God, to my source, to spirit, through love, I initiate the power of love to flow forth into my life. All fear is sourced in the idea that we are separate from God, therefore separate from our good. When we really know that this is impossible, we cannot be separated from our source. When we really know that, we open the floodgates for love to pour through us. It is my work, then, to bring this love forth from within me by connecting to the source first and allowing my thoughts and actions to come from a place of love. Therefore, I become more authentic. Okay, so that is the message for today, transforming your fear. That is the second principle in creating an authentic me. And I would like to read now a very short meditation out of Ernest Holmes' book. Just to get back into that connected centeredness, so we can more easily choose love than fear. Okay? So just get comfortable. Some deep breaths. Relax your body. Breathe. Believing that God is all the presence there is, I am learning to feel this presence in everything and in everyone. Dwelling on the thought that God is love, I permit my mind to become filled with the consciousness of this love. I permit this love to envelop everything and everyone, bringing with it a sense of peace and joy and certainty. Realizing that God is life, I open my whole thought to such a complete inflowing of this divine life that I see it and feel it. The one perfect life, which is God. in people, in nature, animating every act, sustaining all movement. My faith in this life is complete, positive, and certain. Knowing that all things are possible to faith, I say to my own mind, be not afraid. Faith makes your way certain. Faith goes before you and prepares the way. Believing that God is in everyone, I meet this God in people, and I am one with everyone I meet. Knowing that God is peace, I open my mind to the quiet influence and the calm certainty of this peace. And knowing that God is joy, I meet every situation in happiness. I commit my life unto that power which can do all things with complete assurance. And so it is. So I just want to remind you, okay, we have been receiving tithes and offerings through the mail and on our Square card or on our Square machine through your cards. And again, I want to say how grateful we are for your generosity to the center during these, challenging times of not meeting. We are definitely seeing that you do understand that we still have bills to pay, and we still have, some payroll needs to meet. And we have applied for a little bit of the federal grants that have been available. And we haven't received any information about those or if we're going to receive any of that or not yet. I'm just so appreciative of your continued support and love of the center and the cards that you're sending and the love coming our way. It is overwhelmingly beautiful. So thank you for continuing to tune in to what we have to offer. We're hoping that it makes a difference for you to be able to set a little bit of time aside and think on these spiritual things and give you some ideas. And this month, we're creating ourselves anew. We're creating ourselves to be the person we fall in love with, loving ourselves and becoming authentic. So let us use this time of isolation and this time away from each other to really study about ourselves and bring out that uniqueness, that divine pattern of creativity within us and see what happens. So if you would like to send a donation to the center, you can make the check out to Center for Spiritual Life and send it to 658 Howard Street. That's Delta 81416. And if you would like to give a donation on your card, I ask if you would go to our website here, which is, CSLdelta.org. And it will direct you on there how to contact one of us so that you can pay over the phone with your card. So again, thank you so much for that, as 100% our center runs on donations and tithes. So thank you. And of course, we have an offering affirmation. And so here we go. This is for your use, so you can write it down and use it often. I have a constant flow of prosperity in my life. I have a constant flow of prosperity in my life. Okay? If you want to change one word in that, take it a little deeper. You can say, I am a constant flow of prosperity in my life. Okay? Think about how that is. All right. Let's see. So talk a little bit about prayer right now. This can be a very challenging time, and I would think that Lou might be really busy praying for all of us. So Lou Kunzelman, who is a licensed practitioner of Science of Mind, she has offered during this time where we're not getting together, she's offered to take directly to her email. Let's put this up here, directly to her email to take the prayer requests. So please let go of some of the anxiety or fears that you may be having, maybe not around what's happening, maybe a different, things, or maybe you are trying to launch something new and you would like some extra mojo and some extra knowing and certainty in the idea that God is all there is, and that this idea has everything that you need to make it manifest in your life. It comes with that in the idea. And so those are things that Lou or anybody praying for you will know for you. So here's Lou's. It's Lou Kunzelman, Lukunzelman at Bresnan, BRESNAN.net. You can also send your prayer requests to the center where I will get those. And that email address is C4 SL Delta DELTA at gmail.com. So you could send those there as well. Turn that stuff over and let somebody else help you and pray with you and for you and know this truth. Okay? All right. Speaking of prayer, because we're not able to get together for a big group prayers each Sunday, I have recorded on YouTube a group prayer that you could utilize at your own convenience whenever you would like to. You can put that YouTube on and light a candle with me and go into group prayer there. Okay? Let's see. Could I share just a couple more stories for Mother's Day? I loved these stories. They were short and powerful. So here's one called A Stand-Up Woman. My mom had a great sense of humor and a knack for making everything fun. One thing that resonated with me, even as a small child, was how much she seemed to enjoy her own company and found ways to entertain herself. As a kid, I remember her giggling while paying bills. What was so funny about paying bills? She would put humorous notes in the reference section of the check. For the electric bill, she might put, "You light up my life." And for the mortgage, she'd write, "4 shingles closer to owning it all." Okay. And here's the last one. The need never goes away. "Mommy, you are a fairy," I said. My mother laughed like tinkling bells. "I am serious, Mother. You know everything." "My child, I try to answer as best I can. When you grow older, you will not need me." She said, "No, Mom, I will always need you. Nothing can change that," I said. Her words echo in my heart as I look at the blue sky. Dear daughter, nothing remains the same except the vast blue sky. It has been 10 years since I lost my fairy mom. You were wrong about one thing. I still need you. Okay, so one last thing I have here is our repetitive affirmation for the month of May. Here is the affirmation. You can look at that for just a minute. And I've increased this affirmation to 5 times. We're going to repeat it 5 times with each other out loud. And the first time that I would like you to think of it, just use it in a general way, okay? You can use it anywhere in a general way. First time, the intelligence of God is at work here, right here, okay? Now think globally, what's happening in the world. Let's say it the second time. The intelligence of God is at work here. Really claim that with me. Okay? Now think about my relationships with others and myself. And let's claim it the third time. About my relationships with others and myself. The intelligence of God is at work here. Boy, that puts me at ease, doesn't it? Think about the health of my body and my affairs. Okay? The health of my body and my affairs. Here it goes. The intelligence of God is at work here. Okay? And the fifth time, we're thinking about my abundance, our abundance and well-being. Okay, my abundance and well-being. And I say and I claim, here we go. The intelligence of God is at work here. Right here. Right now. Okay? And so it is. Okay, so just remember that your soul is welcome here. Here with CSL, here on the planet at this time, here in this beautiful present moment, creating ourselves to be the one we love, okay? Bringing our new energy forth as a powerful, unique, beneficial presence in the world. How will you let your light shine? I leave you with a quote by Ray Davis. He says, your greatness is revealed not by the lights that shine upon you, but by the light that shines within you. Okay? So, until next week, love in, breathe, peace out, smile. Okay? Namaste. Hope to see you soon in person. Keep smiling, keep breathing, keep praying, keep knowing that oneness is all there is. You are that unique oneness, expressing in your own very unique way. So continue to shine your light.